Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Nev, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing 3 books from the Penguin Little Black Classics range. In this collection there's a total of 80 books that vary from poetry to fiction. Let's start with the first one I bought, and it is Olalla by Robert Louis Stevenson, number 19. In the back cover there's a brief summary. Stevenson's chilling Victorian Gothic novella about decaying aristocracy, vampirism, and tormented love. This description is really accurate. The story is about a nameless soldier that after the Peninsular War of Spain is sick, and his doctor suggests that he goes live with a family high up in the mountains so as to heal. There, he meets the daughter, Olalla, and they fall in love. This is pretty much the plot, but other things happen as well that make it a little bit more complicated. Stevenson's writing in this book has a poetic vibe to it, and it really transfers the reader in another age and time, and it has supernatural elements as well. It combines action, romance, science fiction, and drama. I did some research online, and many people tend to associate it with the Gothic tradition, and I can definitely understand why, but I don't think that it fully represents it. Personally, I enjoyed this book because as I was reading it, my mood was really romantic. I have to admit that in certain parts I was kind of weirded out, but in general the book had a nice impact on me. On the first page of every book in the collection there is a quote selected from the book. In Olalla the quote is it me you love, friend, or the race that made me?" And for some reason I find this quote to be very beautiful and represents the story well. I managed to find a movie based on this particular novella. It is not the same story, but the creator, who is a fellow YouTuber named Amy Haskett, drew inspiration from it, changed some parts, and added new characters. I will leave a link from the trailer in the description box down below if anyone's interested in watching the film. All in all, I liked it. It was something different than I was used to, and if the description of it intrigued you, then I say go for it. However, I understand that it is not everyone's cup of tea, and if you found it strange, avoid it. Next up, we have A Hippo Banquet by Mary Kingsley, number 32. Without hesitation, I'm going to say that I love this book. It is about the adventures of the author in Africa, her experiences with the natives, and the places that she visited there. It has action, it has beautiful descriptions of nature that really make the soul calm, it has pretty much everything. The writing style reminds of Jules Verne's books because of the adventurous character, the journeys, and the geographical facts. So if you're a fan of him, you should definitely read this book. The brief summary in the back says, "The fearless pioneering Victorian female explorer describes dodging elephants and fighting off a leopard with a stolen Africa." Really accurate description here as well, and I want to say that Mary Kingsley is an absolute inspiration for me, and I imagine for many other people too, because as a woman that lived in the Victorian era, she followed her dreams. She was a female explorer, which was so unheard of back then. Travels and adventures was a man's job, but she broke social structures, and in this conservative time she was brave enough to set out for journeys all over the globe and without the company of relative men, and this is truly magnificent. In this book, you can really see how fearless she was because of something that happened in the end, and she had to defend herself from a danger, but I'm not going to say anything further because I don't want to give out any spoilers. The quote on the front reads, While engaged on this hunt, I felt the earth quiver under my feet and heard a soft, big, soughing sound, and looking round saw her dropped in on a hippo banquet." All in all, this book is amazing, really well written, and in my opinion, the protagonist and writer and icon of her age. I recommend it to everybody. Last, but definitely not least, we have The Wife of Bath by Geoffrey Chaucer, number 28. One of the most famous contemporary tales cast a satirical eye over sex and marriage in the medieval age. This is a back cover summary. This book provides insight into the role of women in Middle Ages. It is divided in 2 parts. The first one is the Wife of Bath's prologue, and the second is a tale. In the first part, she shares her experiences and information about her life, and she focuses on her weddings, 5 in total. It is obvious that she criticizes religion and the fact that the church does not approve of a large number of marriages, as it was unethical in the medieval times, especially for a woman. She talks about how she gained the upper part in all her former husbands, but as she managed to do that, they died. She lingers on her last and fifth marriage with a man half her age who used to read a book that disregarded women, and after a series of events, she finally gained sovereignty over him. In the tale that follows, in part 2, she implies that a happy marriage is one where the wife is in control. I have to say that part 1 was enchanting, and she had my full attention with her lively personal descriptions. In certain parts, I even laughed out loud because the way she narrates and her personality just make particular things really entertaining. After all, the book is in fact satirical. It is written in a poetic manner, and even though I am not the biggest fan of poetry, I particularly enjoyed it. The second part has fairy tale elements as it is a tale. That confirms the wife's theories. I will not say anything further about it because a fairy tale like this is something that someone has read themselves. I personally find the book really interesting, and you can learn a lot about people and their mindset back then. Let's read the quote in the beginning. "Those husbands that I had, 3 of them were good and 2 were bad. The 3 that I call good were rich and old." I highly recommend this book as it is comical, educational, and it includes a fairy tale. Wrapping up this video, I suggest that you look into the Penguin Little Black Classics collection because I firmly believe that there is a book for anyone within the range. If your question is what was my favorite one, then I don't have an answer because each of them has its own nature, so I can't compare. Furthermore, they're really easy to read as they're small and compact, and you can finish reading them in a small amount of time, and they're also very affordable and inexpensive. That was all for today. I hope you enjoyed my review. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know down in the comments which book from the collection you want me to review next, because I intend to buy more and do a part 2 of this video. Have a lovely day. Bye!